Hi, it's Anthony from okplay.com, and today we're checking out a brand new battery strap from Aubika. This has been around for a little while, quite a few months. It's had some coverage on YouTube and it has taken some time for me to reach out to them and get hold of one. But here we are, we've got it here. It's a rear battery head strap. The battery's at the back, similar to the Bobo VR, but it's a lot more like the Elite strap. The battery inside is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. It has an indication on the back, it has smart charging at the back via cable, so you don't have to go through the battery like you have to do with the Bobo VR, and generally it looks like a good all-round strap. So let's see what's inside the box. So here's what you get inside the box. You get an English guide manual in the box, which tells you just generally how to get it attached to your Quest 2, as well as how to go about charging it and how to charge your Quest and the actual strap itself. And we've got the strap itself. So the strap is pretty much like the Elite strap in both its looks and its just general design. Clips in at the front, you can see here, and it's got these little extra fins at the other end to make it easy just to snap the things off again should you want to be swapping the strap out quite often, but you shouldn't really have to do that. It's got a built-in back rest strap. I hear that you can actually put the VR cover back padded strap on this, so we'll be trying that out in a minute. You've got a fixed permanent top strap, very similar to the official Quest, so you can't actually take that off, unfortunately. Big die at the back, feels pretty solid. Fairly quite quiet as well, which is quite nice to see. Built-in clip for the cable management on the top side here, and you've got a short run white cable that goes straight into the Quest to power it. You've got a battery level meter reader here at the top. Press that down, will illuminate. We've got 2 battery out of 4 remaining, so it's about halfway charged out of the box. Double tap that probably to turn it off. No, not quite sure how you turn that off. Let's go for the manual. So 1 to play and 2 to stop it, but I'm not quite seeing. Maybe once it's connected to the Quest 2, we'll actually do that. All right, so let's get this on our Quest and see how easy it is to install. All right, so we've taken our facial interface off here and we've got the strap itself. Take off this plastic container strap thing. So it's a fabric strap. It's not that kind of soft fabric, but it is fabric nonetheless. So it will pick up some sweat, and unfortunately you can't take this off to wash it. So bear that in mind. I think they could have done with a more plastic strap instead. But honestly, it's no different to the Elite strap. You can see it here. The fabric is pretty much the same. Feels more like sofa band material that they've used instead of what they've got here on the Elite strap. But pretty much the same. In fact, if you look at the Elite, actually, the makeup is exactly the same. They've really piggybacked off the same kind of dimensions, but they've just basically made this back bit thicker. I don't have the battery strap from Oculus to compare it to, but I can imagine it's going to be very similar. So we've got the top head strap on. Now we're going to attach the back parts. These just hopefully just snap in very easily. And they go on this side. So they go on quite well. And you just use the edge part to snap them off apparently. So we'll try that. Yeah, that's pretty much easy to do. And then now we just attach this part to the head strap itself. Got plenty of cable there to play around with. If you don't want it dangling underneath your ears, you can just pull that all the way. Looks a bit odd, but I personally, they've got to cater for the full extent of this strap. So let's just test that out. It's quite long actually. Let's just put the Elite strap on top. So I would say pretty much the same depth as the Elite strap, but you've got the extra depth here with the battery inside. This is now on obviously, and it's now powering the Quest 2. So we know that that's actually doing its job. Get our face cover back on. The head top strap doesn't interfere with the facial interface, and that is the whole thing installed. I think it looks good. It's got this diamond cut edges, makes it a little bit different to your normal strap. The material feels very similar, so I don't know how well that's going to take the test of time, but I think some people have tested it out and it seems to work okay. You can push it in, so that's good to make it tighter. So let's get this on our head. I'll tell you what, when you've not worn any padding on the back of this, it's amazing how cold this rubber feels when you've not had it for a while. but it fits really well on the back of the head, just like the Elite Strap. I think they're just basically taking exactly the same shape of the Elite Strap. This is why the VR padded cover for the Elite Strap works as well, apparently. Fits well. It's got a really nice counterbalance, I think. If I just take this so it's completely loose, it is still front heavy. So the battery really isn't doing that much of a counterbalance, but it's definitely obviously going to do more than the Elite Strap does without the battery. I'm not sure on the overall specs of how heavy the Elite Strap is with a battery compared to this. I'll put that down below, the differences, to see if it's any better or worse. But I think it feels good, just like the Elite Strap. So if you're a fan of the Elite Strap and you just want to slap in the battery, I'm sure this is a little bit cheaper than the official version. So I think that's pretty good. I'm going to take off the VR cover, padded cover, just to see. You can get this now from Kiwi Design as well. They do something similar. I don't know if it says padded. I haven't really received one for review from them. But the idea is that you take the top strap out, you then feed that through the back of the VR cover head pad, and then that then goes over the back. And because it's got a little bit of elastic, it kind of like wraps itself around over the top. So that's the VR cover foam pad for the Elite Strap working on the Aubika. So we're going to put the top head strap back on and the face cover back on, and then we'll try it again. What I do like about the Kiwi is the folding. So if this was a little bit more advanced and it actually had that hinge point, that would have worked really well with this strap. So again, this rear pad works beautifully, works really well. It just gives it a little bit of extra support at the back there to just cushion your head a little bit. But the silicone at the back is just as good. It really does have that nice shape to it that cups the back of your head and stops the headset from dropping down a little bit. But you do need to have the whole thing pushed to the face. So if you're not a fan of that on the Quest 2, then you might want to go for a Halo strap instead. But as an Elite style strap, I think this works really well. So I'm quite impressed. So charging the battery, once you've sort of gained on it a while and you've lost battery in the Quest and the actual head strap itself, underneath we've got a USB-C port here, and we basically just need to plug that USB, any cable from the wall, and you can see one of the dots here, the bottom there, that's now flashing, telling me that it's now charged. Now unfortunately, if you've got not a right hand cable, or if you've got quite a sturdy cable, this is now not a good thing because you're resting the cable on the surface there. So you're putting a little bit of pressure on the charging cable. So you're probably best to turn it upside down and have it charging out that way. Or if you've got it on a stand, for example, you can have that loose hanging off the bottom of the stand as well. So that's not too bad. So that's just basically going to charge up this battery. I'm not quite sure how long it will take to charge, so I'll put that down below as well, how long it took to go fully charged. But it is charging the battery as well as, I think, yeah, the Quest is charging as well as the battery is charging as well. So that's really cool. So that means you can have it plugged in, game. You can have it possibly plugged in via link, but you have to probably use Oculus Air Link with this because you'll be using the battery. You won't be able to plug in. I don't think this cable has throughput. So if you don't want to charge the Quest at the same time, 2 presses apparently, yeah, 2 presses will turn off the charging to the Quest, but unfortunately there's no real indication on the strap itself that it's doing that. It would have been nice just to color the LEDs or something, so maybe they turn green once they're powering the head strap and they're red or orange if they're not, and they're white whilst they're charging or something. That would have been a nice touch. But to charge the Quest, you'd have to press it once, or you could do it audibly. That would have been a nice touch as well. It really works for the Bobo VR. Adds a little to the brand itself, that sort of chime that you might have when you charge it up. That would have been quite nice to see as well. So personally, I think I probably would have gone with an audio to let you know that it's charging, because when you're in the Quest, you can't see what's going on behind you in this part here. So audible is probably the best way to go about it. So I probably would have done it audibly instead. But with the battery and circuitry chipset inside, you've got overcurrent protection, overcharging protection, short circuit protection, fire resistant apparently, it's overload protected, over voltage and over temperature as well. So if it was to overheat, if you're playing at the same time as well as it's charging, you might find that it might stop charging. That's purely because the chip's doing the work. The batteries are evenly spread on both edges, so that's really nice to see, which keeps it nice and balanced on your head. It's not left or right heavy. So there's a lot to like here. It looks great. I think the cable could have been a nicer, if I'm nitpicking, the cable could have been a similar coloured plastic colour to the rest of the white plastic. That would have been nicer. The clip looks good. It's got some travel on it. You can adjust that as you like. The rear pad, super comfortable. Fits with the VR cover rear pad. Perfect if you want to accessorize that and add a little extra comfort. Bottom charging works well. It sort of mirrors what the Elite battery strap does. The dial is really, really nice. It's nice and smooth, good action. Definitely think it's going to last the test of time with that. Clips on perfectly. You can unclip it with these extra bits here without putting too much stress on the side straps. If it was me, I'd probably go with a different top head strap, something that had at least inner plastic so you can actually wipe it if you're going to use this for fitness. Again, if it was material, maybe have it stick to the back via Velcro instead. But this, at least it's going to give you a fixed point and it's not going to remove itself when there's lots of action going on or anything. The best advantage over the official is that you've actually got a battery indicator and you can actually choose when to charge the Quest and when not to charge the Quest. So you could charge everything up and just let the Quest run down till like 10% and then fire up that battery to get you that little extra playtime when you need it. So that's really, really nice, and it's not always charging from the back battery. Apparently gives you about 6 hours of extra playtime with that 5,000 milliamp hour battery in the back. I'll see how that goes, and maybe I'll put in the comments after a few sessions how that battery has been and just over long-term use. Check out my pinned comment. I'll keep that updated on how things go in the future with this strap. But currently I think it's a really nice strap, definitely sturdy. I do miss out the hinge point on the Kiwi, but the fact that the Kiwi doesn't have a battery solution yet, hopefully we'll see that later in the year. I do know it's being worked on. So I do like that hinge point, but if you're going to go with that Elite style strap and you're looking for a battery solution, then I think this is really, really good. And the best of all is the price. Currently, you can get the Oculus Elite strap with battery for $100 or £100. You can pay a little extra and you can get the cases along with it as well for a little. That can reduce the price, the official case. But this can be had for £59.99 or $64.99. And with that, that's quite a bit of a saving that you're getting there on what is basically the same strap as Oculus is, at least. Probably better build quality. You've got better battery management as well. And just generally overall, you're saving a bundle on what is basically a better Elite strap with solution. So if you're looking for a head strap for your Quest 2, and it's definitely better than the default soft strap, you're definitely going to get lots of advancements there. And then you're looking for a strap that's going to help you game a little bit longer and a little bit further with the added battery, and you're looking for maybe a little bit of extra counterbalance as well, then I'll definitely check this head strap out from Aubika. And you can check out all my links down below to learn more about it and to buy yourself one. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. If it has, please leave us a like down below and let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this battery head strap from Aubika. They do a slightly cheaper version without the battery, but honestly, for about $30 more, you might as well get it with a battery and add a little bit of counterbalance as well. So that's what I would do. You can check out all my other head strap reviews up in this top playlist up here. Hit that subscribe button down below to catch all my future content. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.